The supplies that you'll need for this particular project are a clean white sheet of paper, pencil, eraser, black marker, ruler, and crayons, colored pencils, or colored markers.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Freilich. Today we're going to do a colorful vanishing point activity. So we're going to start with a clean white sheet of paper and a pencil. And anywhere on the page, we are going to draw a vanishing point. And we'll mark it with a little dot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, and through that dot, we are going to make different lines, cross that across the page. So as long as the dot is there, we're going to make this line. And then we're just going to move the ruler and then make sure that it goes through that dot and draw another line. And then we're going to move the ruler again, make sure you go through that dot and draw another intersection. And then keep doing that so that you have several different lines running through your page. And they could be any size at all. You just need to make sure that your ruler will fit it so that you will definitely be able to have a wide array of different shapes. Now my ruler is kind of small, so for this we may do one here. Okay. And then one more, if I can, possibly. You can make them as skinny as you want or as big as you want. It's up to you. All right, and then we'll finish off with that one. Okay, now we could tidy up some of the edges. Did you notice how I kind of went out of line here? We could just tidy that up. And there's no problem with that. And then if you want, you could restrike over it. Make sure you line it up really well. And then you can fix that line. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to color each of these segments different colors. So today, because it's in the wintertime, we are going to use cool colors. So we're going to get out our crayons and we're going to color them different colors. We're going to get out all our blues and our greens. And then also purples. Purples is another cool color. So what we're going to do is take all our cool colors. Another thing you could do is all your warm colors. But for this particular project, we're going to use cool colors. And you could start with any one of them. I suggest not putting blue next to blue or purple next to purple because it'll be so close. So maybe alternate between purples, blues, and greens as you do this assignment. So we're going to start with one and start coloring. You'll go back and forth and color, trying to stay within that line. And if you wanted to, you could have drawn these lines with a marker. The only thing is, you can't erase marker. And because you can't erase marker, it would be hard to tidy up that one edge that we did over there. So it's always good to use a pencil. But if you wanted to go over it again with a marker, you could, and that'll make all the lines stand out much more. So let's color this. When you get to the edge, instead of back and forth, you might just want to go one direction. That way the page doesn't rumple. Okay, and then you can darken this too later on if you'd like. You can color it as light as you want or as dark as you want. Okay, now we're going to pick another color and then we'll make it kind of different so that way it doesn't look like it's all blended into one. And this is to point out that, hey, there's a vanishing point and it looks like all these colors are fading away into the distance. So that's the main point of this exercise, not only to get more familiar with your cool colors, but it's also to get more familiar with the vanishing point and how that impacts your drawing. So color as nicely as you can. You want to take your time with this. You don't want to rush because you always want to do a good job no matter what you do. So because then it'll be a little project that you're proud of, right? So it's very important to do your best in all things. Okay, and now we'll use purple. And we'll color like this. Be careful near that vanishing point though, because it's a very tiny space. You want to make sure that you don't accidentally go over into the next line. And what you could do is kind of frame it like doing the outer skirts first, and that way you don't accidentally go outside of that, and then you can color a little faster on the inside because you know you won't run into the next line. And if you want to protect your surface, you could put a piece of paper underneath, and that way you won't accidentally color the table. All right, and then keep track of what colors you're using. That way you don't accidentally use them over again, right? Okay, so now we're gonna go blue again, but it's a different shade of blue, isn't it? Look at that. Now remember, this is a skinny line, so it's harder to color. You have to be very careful. Maybe go slower. And then you'll be able to see where your line goes, right? And then at the end of this, if you wanted to, you can redraw your lines in Sharpie. And that way you'll be able to see where all of it starts and ends. Okay. Do this green. Oops. That's okay, because if you accidentally go over, that's all right, because it'll be covered up by that other color. No worries.
Now you'll want to continue to color the segments, alternating colors between blues, greens, and purples all the way around the page. If you run out of any of the shades, feel free to go ahead and reuse them. You can use any colors you'd like.
As soon as you're done with this, you can darken the colors if you'd like, and you can use a Sharpie to darken the lines, and then you're good to go. So thank you so much for doing this activity with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.